Hi everyone, Jewel Mayberry back with another astrology video. And today we're continuing our Synastry series and talking about partner sun and another partner's house and how that affects both people and what goes on in this relationship. And the sun in Synastry is really representative of the ego, the expression, the outward thrust of personality between two people. And the sun is where we really bring our vitality and our light and our strength to another person. It's where we really light up their life. So wherever one person's sun falls into the birth chart of another person, this is where we see, that warmth and that vitality and that attention coming into another person's life. So we're talking about the sixth house today, and when a partner's sun falls into the sixth house, and the sixth house is the house of service, and this is really not a romantic pairing. The sixth house is a very, what is the word? It's a very practical house. It's about practical achievement, getting things in order. It represents health, to some degree, small pets. I myself put pets into the fifth house as well. The sixth house is really, health, daily work, service, and originally is represented by Virgo. So when someone's sun comes into your sixth house, they are really spotlighting your daily routine, your health habits, how you serve others. So the sun person can be very nitpicky about the sixth house person. They can be very judgmental almost about their habits and about how they go about their daily life. The sun is trying to help the sixth house person through criticism, suggestions. Sometimes it's a lot of suggestions. It tends to be a theme that the sun in the sixth house persons, the sun, whose sun comes into another person's sixth house, they want to structure and help build the sixth house person's routine into something that the sun is satisfied with. Because oftentimes the sun thinks that it knows best when it comes into the sixth house of another person. And so they can really think that they're helping through criticism, but rarely does the sixth house person feel that way. They can often feel like they are less than what the sun wishes them to be. The sixth house person can often put too much weight into what the sun thinks of them or what the sun thinks of their routine or their health habits. And so the house person can almost bait the sun person into suggesting what they should be doing, what the house person should be doing, and how they should be going about things. This can build a lot of resentment in the house person because really the people that we resent in this world are people that we have attachments to, people that actually have some kind of power in our life. The sixth house sun, when a person's sun comes into another person's sixth house, this is a more powerful position for the sun person to be in, because the sixth house person can often feel like they are needing to be molded and shaped by the sun. And the sun is more than happy to do that. So it's really when it gets out of control, when there's too much of this going on, that the house person starts to get uncomfortable, and then they start to get feeling a lot of inner anger and resentment at the house person, because the house person is so bossy, that this can really lead to some problems in a relationship. So when we have this combination, it is really important for the sun person to back off and understand that the sixth house person has a right to live their life the way they choose. And even if the sixth house person is kind of almost goading the sun into molding them, the sun needs to abstain from that. They really need to let the sixth house person have their own life. And when this can happen, then this can actually be a pretty good combination. It's a very practical combination. These two can actually achieve quite a bit, but there needs to be very conscious relating with this position. There can be issues of unfairness when we have the sun in another person's sixth house. A lot of times the house person will end up feeling like they're getting the short end of the stick. And that is obviously not good for long-term relationships. So the sun needs to be very aware of how they affect the sixth house person, and they need to back off, and they need to let the other person live their life. This is a great combination for employee and employer, and also for teacher and student. It's not the best placement for a romantic relationship or a parent-child relationship, but of course it can be negotiated, and it's very important that the sun person understand that they need to be very conscious with their words and their feelings towards the other person. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back soon with Sun and Partner's 7th house. You can find me on the web at Truth in Aspect Astrology, and on Facebook at Truth in Aspect Astrology. And I do consultation, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.